Hey Defenders, welcome back. Tonight on Retarded News for Minnesota, the Minnesota Elections Director admits that illegals can vote in Minnesota with their new driver's license. Hey, but before that, if you guys are liking the channel and liking the content and you guys want to help out with support for this channel, check it out. We've partnered with GUARDTECH Plus. Pre-orders are now live for the GUARDTECH Plus cleaning kit. Universal cleaning kit cleans 22 all the way up to 12 gauge, has a bore rope on the inside of it as well with an awesome storage case that's pretty narrow, stores about anywhere. And finally, somebody has developed a method of storing your Jags in there vertically so they don't go flopping around all on the inside of your cleaning case. So check that out on our channel. Link will be in the description below. We plan on these things shipping out around November 15th in time for the holidays. So get down into the website and purchase your own GUARDTECH Plus. Put it under the Christmas tree for somebody that you know that needs a cleaning kit. Because contrary to popular belief, you probably should clean your gun every now and then and throw some lube in that thing. All right. On to the news. So just recently, in fact, we mentioned this in our last video covering what's happening in Minnesota as far as election integrity and what we saw with immigration fraud. Well, this is the next big step with the immigration fraud because the Minnesota Elections Director just admitted live on camera that yes, with the signing of the 2023 bill by Tim Walz himself, Minnesota illegals can get their driver's license even without a correct social security number. In addition, they can, in fact, overcome the hurdle of being able to vote, and with that driver's license, they may absolutely cast a ballot. Don't take my word for it, though. Here's the guy talking right here.
It's done.
A packed room at the St. Paul Armory erupted after the governor's signature made driver's license for all the law of the land.
So, we give driver's licenses to anyone here. You don't have to be a citizen. You don't have to, which is a photo ID. So if someone comes in, they register, they have the driver's license, but they have an incorrect social or no social or whatever. So then they become incomplete. But if they walk in to vote with their driver's license, does that make them all of a sudden now okay?
Mr. Linnell.
Madam Chair, so the designation on the roster for someone whose registration had been incomplete, if they present the election judge with that acceptable identification document, that would clear the challenge from the roster and they would be permitted to cast a ballot.
Mr. Anderson.
Well, okay, there's your problem potentially. So thank you.
So just to clarify, someone who is not a citizen but presents a driver's license at that point in the process could be permitted to vote.
Madam Chair, at the time of registration, as well as at the time of submitting a ballot, every voter is signing the attestation affirming their eligibility to vote, including that they meet all eligibility requirements, that they are a U.S. citizen.
So all this is coming on the heels of the controversy behind Tim Walz signing that 2023 bill, allowing driver's license to be procured by illegal immigrants. And then we're throwing on top of this the massive amount of immigration fraud happening in the state, like we discussed last time, where you have about 50% of all the Somali immigrants in the state of Minnesota. They're here illegally on overstayed visas, H-1B visa abuse, F-1 visa abuse, and massive amounts of marriage fraud. We know that they're supporting terrorist organizations. They've gone to fight with al-Shabaab. They've gone to try to support ISIS. And so it's no wonder that this is such a big controversy right now. And what furthering the issue with this, too, is now with them being able to get driver's license, they can cast those ballots and affect your rights. This is huge for two big reasons. One, as a voting age individual for the state of Minnesota, any vote cast by an illegal immigrant that are not, they're not here legally, they're breaking the rules in the system, they are nullifying your vote and your voice. And that's huge. This is major voter disenfranchisement. In addition, since we are primarily a firearms rights and gun tubing channel, this is huge because these are all votes to take away and strip your rights. We already know the DFL is pushing hard to try to ban ARs, try to ban standard capacity magazines in the state, and try to push furthering of red flag laws in addition to universal background checks, which already exist. So, all of these votes are stuff that are voting to strip your rights away by non-U.S. citizens coming into your community and stripping you of those rights because of the freebies and the handouts that Minnesota gives out by allowing illegals to get insurance, by allowing illegals to get medical care, allowing illegals to then now have driver's license as well. And this is fantastic, you know, being the sanctuary state that we are. So the mess continues in the state of Minnesota. So, you know, get out there, make your voice heard on this stuff. Go through the channels legally, and you know, don't sit by idly. This is the time and the place that if you want to see your rights restored and stop these things, you need to get involved. Go be on a school board. Go be a comptroller. I don't even know what that is half the time. Okay, so but you know, if you're sitting at home doing nothing, this is my encouragement to you to go be a part of the process as much as you don't want to. You know, I always love the adage that good men need to plant trees whose shade we will never know. And that's the mark of a good civilization. And right now we're really struggling on this. So anyways, it's Mike with the Aegis Defense Solutions. Thanks for sticking around. Remember, stay prepared, not scared. God bless and good night, everybody.